posted about the Lenape Trail, which is a path of connection, was literally paved over to become Broadway. And the act of paving over is not just physical, it was a spiritual blueprint. And I'm going to call that blueprint the colonial energy. This is like a mindset that certain people have. And it's not just a particular group of people, but it's a lot of people that have this mindset, the colonial mindset. You see something that exists, and instead of trying to understand it, you erase it and impose your own reality, which is exactly what happened to Broadway. That blueprint shows up in a lot of subtle ways in today's society. So I'm going to go over the Greek myth of Athena. She's the goddess of wisdom, strategy, and defense of the city. She is the protector of civilized life, and she's the opposite of Aries. In fact, in myth, they have strife. Her myth was meant to build and protect communities. But the colonialists use the distorted version of Athena. This version weaponizes wisdom. It uses strategy not to protect, but to conquer. It uses logic not to build understanding, but to dismantle and erase it. What it does, it turns contracts, which is a tool of agreement, into a tool of theft. And that, if you look up the Lenape's history, you're going to see specifically, of course, any history that you see colonialism, you're going to see the same blueprint. Ironic that after like several hours after I posted this post, right? And my post didn't even get that much traction on it. But I think it was so ironic to post my post and then see a live example show up on social media. And of course on my page of all the pages. I posted on LinkedIn because I do taxes as well. And I'm going to tag my page so you guys go and follow that page too. Posted about a tax procedure, which was a factual, strategic financial process. And I had this person come. I'm gonna put the comment somewhere so you could see it, right? Of the perfect example, right? I responded to my post with a weaponized, logical sounding argument in an effort to try and erase the context of what I was doing and paint it as something that it wasn't, which was very weird. And then I saw somebody liked his comment, which is also even more weird. Well, he did not try to engage with my post. What he tried to do was to pave over it with his own narrative, which is the same energy that paved over the Lenape Trail. Very ironic. The same colonial energy, the same colonial mindset. And this type of mindset cannot connect, can only cover, cannot create, and can only control. So, which is what he's trying to do, to control the narrative on my page. When I talk about this energy, right, this is what I mean. And it could happen, and I'm going to talk about it more. I'm going to give more examples in my future posts, and some of my future posts, hopefully. So some of this stuff is not ancient history. I think like what I'm going to try my best to do is to try to show, of course, vibrations by touch, like different energies in different things. Like, so you see Athena energy, not just in colonial power dominating, different sectors of the world, but also online and how people approach you and how they try to erase you. Recognizing these things is like the first step into dismantling it. The Lenape Trail is still there, and we can still choose to build with the real Athena, which is wisdom that protects, connects, and builds up, instead of a distorted one like the colonialists use that only knows how to break down and erase.